I'm Simon Wright, and I've been running restaurants in West Wales for 30 years. I also write and broadcast about food in Wales. For me, pork is right up there, probably level with lamb. That has to be there, of course. And what we're going to do is recreate one of the dishes that we've become most famous for here at Wright's, and I'm going to show you how to do it at home. Great food doesn't have to be complicated, and this is a simple recipe that relies on great ingredients. You do need to do a bit of prep though, and here's how you do it. So a day before, take your raw pork and brine it, and all you need to do that is to rub it with your sugar and salt and stick it in the refrigerator overnight. What it does is concentrate the flavour by getting rid of some of the water. Put your pork into a roasting tray, put it into a hot oven for half an hour, turn it down for a further 2 hours, and when it comes out, it'll look something like this. So when it comes out and it's hot, what we need to do is press it. You can improvise this however you like. So before we crisp up the pork, we need to make the sauce quickly. Take your mayonnaise, teaspoon of the mustard, and then a good squirt of the sriracha. Now obviously how much you put of this in will depend on how spicy it's going to be, so it's up to you really. But I've got probably a good teaspoon in there. And then it should look something like a Mary Rose sauce that you'd use for a prawn cocktail. So now we've just got the final bit of cooking to do. We need to cut this into slices of around about 1.5 centimeters, so a little bit less than an inch, and then get them into a really hot but dry pan. Don't these look amazing? This is how you want it. You want them crispy on the outside, almost a little bit of burntness, but cooked all the way through. All that fat being rendered. Looks absolutely delicious. So this is the exciting part. We're nearly there now. So cut your bun. Now one thing I would say about the bun is we make these ourselves, but just get the best bun you can, because think about it. The bun in a sandwich, it's 2/3 of the equation, so get the best bread that you can. They need to do the rest of it justice. On goes your sriracha mayo. Be pretty generous with it, but not too crazy. Then we're ready to put on the pork. Now that looks amazing in itself, but we're not finished yet. We need some pickles. Very important for a bit of acidity and crunch. Then we need our gammon ham. It's a very indulgent sandwich, this. And finally, amazing Havard cheddar. Use plenty of it. And that is your Cubano sandwich. It's a thing of beauty. It's a thing that's very, very much loved here, but totally dependent on the quality of the pork, because that's the main ingredient. And in this sandwich, it's all about great pork.